At base camp?
Yes.
Do you realize what leadership happens to be?
Yeah.
Is whatever decision you make, 2/3 of your team is going to be against it. This is literally, when I do this exercise, this is literally what always happens. More or less, we divide the room in thirds. So there's about 1/3 of the room over there. We're about, I don't know, maybe 60 or 80 people in the room. So about 30, 25 people over there. Raise your hands, guys, from the middle camp. Now it's about 20, 25 hands, and then you guys are the summit. This is totally obvious. There is no correct answer to this. But once you think about it, that's why I was talking about, these learning experiences that you need to think about. Once you think about it, you realize something it's obvious, but nobody really manages to know or really, puts into the equation when putting together teams. There is no correct way of doing this. There is no correct way of leading a team. It really depends on who you are, what do you feel more comfortable doing, what you have done with your team historically. Because if this were a group of rookies, just beginners, I have to go to the summit. You guys, there's no way I'm staying at base camp. But if I had worked before, and so again, this shows how leadership is a dynamic thing. You're moving into, and that's why when you're growing a company, when you're growing some entrepreneurial thing or activity, things are developing. And they're moving dynamically, and so you sometimes might want to be leaning at the front and sometimes at the back. It really depends on the situation. But what is the key element here? And this is very important. Where you yourself, because of yourself, feel more comfortable. So leadership has to do with knowing yourself. Self-awareness. And I don't think we spend much time thinking about this. Where is it that I'm trying to put this idea together? I'm designing this immensely creative new venture, this new company, this new adventure, whatever. And I love this idea. I really recommend for you all to see Invictus if you all haven't seen it. Again, Mandela comes out of somebody who really thought about leadership. Not only acted in a leading way, and he was a very good leader, but also thought about the process of being a leader. So I'm going to go around the floor just a few minutes. Whoever wants to say.